Welcome back, guys. It's a cold, crispy day. This would be day 11. Looks like we'll be taking the day off. Here's Danny.
Oh my.
She's got our potential couch cushion. We're just gonna test to see if it looks okay, and then I think that might be the extent of the work, so we won't really count
You
this.
tell my mom once that you need a Mexican blanket and she buys you all the Mexican blankets.
There you go. Alright, so we're gonna crack into the van, ice it off a bit, and get after nothing. Gotta get in there somehow.
I think the door is frozen. Like the key won't fit.
I figured I'd give the van a cold start. See how she fired up. You can hear it just purring away back here. It's about 25 degrees, so she definitely runs like a champion.
So I've made this cardboard stencil for our back cabinet. It's going to be the side. Usually how I make these stencils is I start with taping. I have to have tape and I have to have some cardboard or paper. And you could use newspaper, but I use cardboard for this one because our solar panel came in it, and I just taped all the pieces to get the shape. And then once I get the shape of it taped like this Frankenstein, I just make a trace of it. I'm gonna use this straight edge here because that's supposed to be straight. And then I just trace it, we cut it, we jigsaw it out, and then we put it on there, and then cut a little pieces off if they're a little too long. So that's how you do it. So this is the stencil. I laid down the stencil on this for the back piece, but that's what the cardboard stencils look like when you draw them on the board. For day 11 being canceled, we've gotten a lot done. We've already cut this out for the front. It fits there, and then when we get the shelves in, we're going to cut out circles for each one of the shelves. And then we also have this side one so that we can put up our solar charge controller so it's not just hanging out. And then this is going to be so you could put like hiking poles or wet jackets or whatever else in that little like closet area, the garage.
Okay, we're back. It's still cold, so we're just kind of getting a few shorter days in. We cut out this. So this is our cabinet. We put our charge controller inside there, and then we cut a bunch of the stencils out. So we cut this here. This is going to have some openings to get into. We also have our shelves. We cut this other side piece here, and we just do that by the stencils that we were showing you that Danny makes. So we've made quite a bit of progress, and now I'm going to use some of the leftover tongue and groove and get a little pattern going there on the bottom.
So I made a little stencil for this because it's really not friendly to trace around.
What is that?
This is our light. So the light is gonna go, I'm gonna cut a hole for the underside. It's gonna go up here with the rest of these, and there's gonna be two right there. So in order to make that stencil, I put some tape on the back and cut around. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that there and then drill a hole, jigsaw it out. And then I did that here with my switch as well. I couldn't get, the switch had these really weird things, so I just taped it, cut a hole, or cut around it so I could make a hole. So we're pretty stoked with our roof right now of the upper cabinet.
We even got our lights in. We should wire those soon. We're gonna stain this, and we're gonna cut our holes out. And it's getting cold, so that should be a day and a half day. It's been so cold.
Okay, so what I've done here is I've put tape to mark, because we're gonna cut out holes like this as we explained. So I just put it up next to it so I could get tape to know where the structure is. And then I'm gonna slide it in a little further and make sure it evens up, and then maybe even make some structure lines down here so that I know where I can make some pretty holes.
Okay, I'm about to wire my lights. So I'm going to test a 9 volt. So we got the plus and the minus, positive, negative. And you never really know with these lights. So you would think that if I put the minus, the positive and negative, the black on black on black, it doesn't work like that. These Amazon Chinese lights. So there you go. So you got to make sure to always test these cords, which way they go, before you commit.
Okay, so I penciled out everything like 1.25 inches each direction, and then I just rounded the corners. And then I just drilled a pilot hole in each, and then I just cut with a jigsaw, because the jigsaw projects are mine.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah.
And then over here, let me switch up some ISO and aperture. I wired my switch. So I put those terminals on there. So I have one end that comes from my fuse box into the switch. This end comes up into my lights. And my ground comes from the battery to here. And then, like I said earlier, I run them in. So one cord splits into two, into one light. You run a cord. Where you meet the other light, you'll just have a single. And then it's coming along.
All right.
That's cool.
It worked.
So those are going to be our little clothing shelves. We're just going to leave it open. We think it looks nice like that. And if you want to change it, you can do it. So we got a lot done. We're going to stain these now and clean up because it is freezing.
Yeah, I have gloves on and I can't even feel my fingers.
Well, we're still out here working. It's too cold to work outside. It's too dark. But we're doing the stain, so we're going with something a little different. We're staining all of those side panels in this
Vintage aqua.
Vintage aqua.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, we're staining the panels. We're going to let them dry. We actually have to take off for about a week. We got to go make some money. So we're going to go do some trimming up in northern.
We follow that trade wind, just wherever the trade wind blows.
Yeah.
We just go make money.
So we're gonna go work for a week, then we'll come back and we'll finish this thing up, and we'll be heading out to RTR in no time.
Yeah, we'll bring this out to RTR. Alright guys, thanks for checking out our channel. Thanks for watching this episode, and give it a thumbs up if you like it, and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.